Tuition at CSUF may go up soon as Governor Jerry Brown will introduce revisions to California's state budget that was proposed back in January.
Also, exclusive details on this year's ASI Spring Concert.
And we'll tell you why students had to evacuate classes on Tuesday. All this and more on today's episode of the Report Program.
Hello, and welcome to another special edition of the Report Program. I'm Courtney Bowe.
And I'm Michael Patterson. This show is produced and created by broadcast journalism students at California State University, Fullerton. The California State University system is considering an increase in tuition once again due to low government funding. However, students at Cal State Fullerton are still dealing with the impact of last year's increases. I spoke to students to get more on this story. In just a few weeks, California Governor Jerry Brown will release revisions to the California state budget for the 2018-2019 fiscal year that were proposed back in January. The budget has large implications for the California State University system as it faces once again having to increase tuition rates across the 23 campuses. Under Governor Brown's current budget proposal, there is an almost $171 million gap between what the state will allocate and what the CSU system says it needs, a gap that may have to be filled by an increase in tuition, which was proposed by the CSU in February. The proposal shows an increase across undergraduate, credential, and graduate programs, with undergraduate students seeing a $228 increase, an increase that has seen backlash from many students and organizations, including those at CSUF. Students like Joshua Sved, who have had to make cutbacks in his life to continue going to school.
I guess just the cost of schooling. I mean, it's gone up like exponentially since like my parents were in school. So recently, like, I've been like, oh wait, should I eat at like 12 in the morning? Like, do I need to get that meal? Do I need to buy this skin on Fortnite? Like, just stuff like that. So yeah, recently it's been like I'm trying to conserve my money now. I'm pretty much banking on going into debt as an investment and then getting like a good stable job where I can then get myself out of that. And if that doesn't happen, then yeah, I don't know. It's gonna suck.
If the proposed tuition increase is enacted, this will be the 6th time in 10 years that the CSU system has increased both undergraduate and graduate tuition, an issue that is certainly not going away anytime soon. Reporting for the Report Program, I'm Michael Patterson. Students from Cal State Fullerton also joined other CSU students this past Wednesday at the state capitol to voice their concerns in person. It's a complicated issue, but students are certainly putting forth a good effort. Now, Courtney, is there anybody in your life that may be experiencing financial hardships at school?
I actually know one of my friends is taking off a whole semester this year just to work and save up.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. It's just unfortunately becoming a part of reality for us to be struggling with finances in school. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. ASI's annual spring concert took place on Saturday, April 7th. Kehlani and Metro Boomin were scheduled to perform that night. There are various activities, food trucks, and rides for attendees to enjoy. Reporter Hiba has the details and a recap of the event.
This year's spring concert was officially sold out, and concertgoers were excited to see both headliners, Kehlani and Metro Boomin, perform. This year's concert had food trucks, puppies, reptiles, live art, airbrush tattoos, swings, and more. Thanks to Kehlani and Metro Boomin, this year's Spring 2018 concert is officially the highest grossing event to ever be held at Cal State Fullerton.
We've gotten really positive feedback with our artists. Sometimes we have a little bit of a backlash depending on what people's favorite genres are, but this year has been overwhelmingly positive.
I love Kehlani's songs. Like 2 years ago since she started out, I loved her. Yeah, Kehlani's the reason why we're here.
The crowd went wild as opener Metro Boomin took the stage and performed his hits.
Yeah, you can cut my part out too.
While the crowd waited over an hour for the main headliner, Kehlani, to take the stage, fans noticed her posting health updates on her Instagram. The singer posted this on her Instagram story, stating, quote, "I'm backstage trying to rehearse. My voice isn't coming out. I have a terrible sinus infection from being in China the past 3 days. I'm pre-apologizing," end quote. An hour later, Kehlani then posted a statement of her officially canceling her spring concert performance, stating, quote, "I'm headed to the doctors to handle this, and I swear to you I will make this up," end quote. She eventually made the announcement over the venue speakers.
I was backstage really trying to keep it together, and I couldn't, but I promise that I'll make this up to you, I swear.
Fans were disappointed as many of them bought tickets specifically for the R&B singer.
Pretty upset because, I mean, I came for her. She was like the headliner. I really only bought the tickets to see her.
Well, Kehlani just canceled and everyone's really upset about it. I feel like if she knew she was sick, she shouldn't have even showed up.
2 days after the concert, ASI made the announcement for ticket refunds. Hopefully, ASI can redeem themselves at next year's spring concert. Reporting in Fullerton, this has been Boysenberry for the Report program.
Students were hyped, but not for too long, after receiving bad news on the long-awaited performer, Kehlani. So were you able to make it to the spring concert, Michael?
Unfortunately not. I had work, but I didn't really want to go anyway. This year at the CSUF Spring Concert, artist Kehlani, who was scheduled to perform, canceled her performance last minute, leaving the attendees wanting answers. Reporter Corey Mack has more on the details.
It's 2018 and it's time for CSUF to host its annual spring concert once again. However, this year the field was filled with food, drinks, music, as well as scandal. Artists Kehlani and Metro Boomin were scheduled to headline this year's show. However, with unforeseen circumstances leading to Kehlani canceling her performance. Micah Chambers, a student here at CSUF, came to the spring concert this year to see Kehlani and Metro Boomin after watching some of their content online.
I know that Kehlani has been all over BuzzFeed because of her interactions with Demi Lovato. So I told my sister about that, or that the spring concert was happening, and she's like, "I know those people. Jam for me," so I will.
Kehlani took to Instagram to release the news of her cancellation around 8 p.m. before ASI had the chance to release their statement. Unaware of the events happening backstage, concertgoers as well as event staff were excited for the headliners to perform. Melissa Madaris and Elizabeth Risotto, two ASI Spring Concert staff members, even held cutouts of the artists to hype up the audience members.
We got Kehlani, Metro Boomin, puppies, reptiles, swings, and so many food trucks. You don't want to miss out.
And the rock band this year is A1. They're a campus band and they're awesome.
With the cancellation, ASI took to their Instagram page to issue their statement, and they will be offering refunds to participants who fill out the online refund form with the link in their post. I'm Corey Mack for the Report program.
If you were on campus on Tuesday, April 12th, you may have heard an alarm go off. Don't worry, it was just a drill. Reporter Leslie Duarte has more on the story.
On Tuesday, April 10th, around 3 o'clock, an alarm went off on campus. Moments later, students were notified of a practice fire evacuation drill. The students at the TSU gathered their belongings and patiently walked outside. Some students say the drill caught them off guard.
I didn't know about it. I just actually got off work right now, and I just decided to head over for a meeting later tonight. So I just got on campus, and then all of a sudden, oh, fire drill. Oh, okay. So totally unexpected.
But Sue Fisher, the campus emergency coordinator, explained that this drill was thoughtfully planned out a year in advance.
This is only a drill. So it's an evacuation drill that's required every year on our campus. So we do one in the spring and one in the fall, and then we do one also morning and evening to make sure that we're capturing all of the faculty and staff and allowing them to exercise as well.
The fire drill lasted for about 20 minutes, but many students thought that was too long to stand outside in the hot sun.
So it is a little inconvenient, but I get both sides. I understand how, it's a necessity to make sure, you have safe instructions, it's a safe plan implemented in regards to earthquakes.
And then after every building has been cleared, then we turn it off. We make the all clear announcement over our external speakers, and then everyone is able to resume business. Thank you
I'm
for
Leslie
your
Duarte with
cooperation.
Cal State Fullerton
The
News.
drill
Back
is
to you
now
in the studio.
over. You may re-enter all buildings. And we're done.
Millennials are the pathway to our future with all the new technology. Listen in as Carlos Andrade speaks more about the effects of social media.
In a world full of constant checkers, social media is the newest epidemic affecting all, especially millennials. With such applications as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Spotify, and Yelp, the game is evolving into an unhealthy ending. A study done in the University of Washington showed that while 48% worry of negative effects, 65% agree that a digital detox is needed. But with only 28% of those people committing to implementing it is very difficult. Millennials are dependent on social media way too much and are glued to their phones for hours, which is creating new concepts of self-promotion.
And then comparing yourself to that. I want to look like her. I want to be smart like him. Things like that, where you kind of lose your own, like you said, self-awareness. Who am I? I'm constantly comparing myself to, you know, these YouTube videos and things like that.
Awareness to these effects of social media on the younger generations of millennials is the biggest priority in order to change for the better of oneself.
I like Facebook. Makes me really miss my mom. My mom died about 1.5 years ago, and that's how I kept in touch with her, being 3,000 miles away.
Mentally and physically, everyone is affected by this movement. Millennials being at the forefront of constructing a generation that is technologically advanced, but reclusive.
Okay. The beauty industry's use of male models and full-face makeup are introducing new role models who redefine gender stereotypes. The beauty industry has always been glamorously dominated by women advertising makeup brands, but in 2018, the world of beauty and gender are steadily evolving.
The first time I ever wore makeup was sophomore year of high school, and the brand was Ben Nye, and that was all I ever wore really for theater shows, because that was just the preferred brand. Up until recently, like the past year or so, I never saw any male makeup models in like malls or anything like that.
Although male makeup brands have been around, the use of male models wearing full faces of makeup have been sweeping the makeup industry.
But I know that I haven't been noticing a lot of male beauty gurus, I guess they're called, on YouTube and stuff. So I think that social media is really their platform right now, and that's where they're growing. I've been into a few makeup stores like Morphe with my girlfriend before, and there was just recently there was a picture of Bretman Rock modeling his own makeup brand.
I get to see my dream happen right before my eyes. I can literally say that everything from the colors to the packaging to the brushes to even the formula, even like the insane photo shoots that we had. I literally put my heart into it, and I still can't believe it's happening.
With the help of social media and male models wearing full faces of makeup, younger generations are being shown role models who do not fit the example of masculinity, bringing big changes to gender stereotypes. This has been Courtney Bowe signing off for the Report Program. So Michael, any thoughts on male makeup artists taking over the beauty industry?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, I'm always one that I really look forward to more representation in these kinds of communities.
I'm looking forward to Bretman Rock's new palette as well.
Anthony Vasquez, owner of the eyeglass store of OC in Santa Ana, has received recognition from Orange County for his various contributions to the community, especially for his program, Buy One, Give One, which donates a pair of prescription eyeglasses to low-income or homeless students when you purchase a pair for yourself.
Eyeglass store of OC in Santa Ana helps low-income and homeless students obtain prescription eyeglasses at no cost. The owner, Anthony Vasquez, says he wants to give back to his community. He not only helps the community by donating eyeglasses, he also offers his local business as a resource center, which is equipped with computers so students can do their homework.
We have a program called the Buy One, Gift One. And what that is like when every purchase that we make, we donate a pair to the school district. And that built a relationship with the school district and the business. So the school district having a lot of different, something I wasn't aware of, which is a homeless student issue, was brought to our attention to see how we could help provide, help and resources.
His goal this year is to donate 500 pairs of glasses, and with the help of Kiwanis International, a nonprofit organization whose goal is to eliminate poverty, create a program that helps homeless college students.
One of the things that I shared with one of the kids that came in here for his glasses, he came in here very shy, very timid. Prescription was super high, but when he picked up the glasses and he left, he was running circles outside. Something that his mom said, well, hey, what did you guys do to my kid? I've never seen him do this. And all we can say is, we changed his life just with that pair of glasses.
Vasquez will continue bringing vision to the community and giving hope through vision. I am Maricela Perez, reporting for the Report Program.
Anthony will continue helping the community he grew up in and hopes to create a program in the future that helps specifically homeless college students who need shelter and food. Coming up, Knott's Berry Farm and walking around Los Angeles after the break. Stay tuned.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Knott's Berry Farm's Boysenberry Festival is an annual food event featuring boysenberry-inspired dishes. Our reporter, Alyssa Frater, has more.
Hey guys, I'm here at Knott's Berry Farm, which is normally known for its thrilling rides and Charlie Brown and the Gang. But today, just like my shirt says, I'm just here for the food. Right now, going on inside is the Boysenberry Festival, where there's a variety of boysenberry-inspired dishes. Let's go on inside and check it out.
The Boysenberry Festival is an annual food-inspired event that celebrates the little berry that made Knott's Berry Farm famous, the boysenberry. This berry is a cross between a blackberry, a loganberry, and a red raspberry. Although the berry was originally created by Rudolph Boysen, the Knott family was the first to be able to successfully plant and harvest the berry. The amusement park is where this legacy began, and today the Boysenberry Festival is here to honor that memory with over 80 boysenberry-inspired dishes. These foods range from boysenberry quesadillas to boysenberry elote, boysenberry coconut macaroons, and much, much more. Knott's Berry Farm is offering a $30 tasting card, which gives guests an opportunity to try 8 unique boysenberry dishes. Amanda Lee, a Boysenberry Festival visitor, shares her thoughts on some of the items from the tasting card.
We tried the sausage, boysenberry jam on it, and a boysenberry ketchup and boysenberry mustard, which was fabulous. Very weird, but very good. Then we tried the boysenberry hummus, which was also really weird, but very good.
Some of the other dishes on the tasting card include boysenberry chicken wings, boysenberry pierogies, and slow-cooked boysenberry short rib. If you want to take a boysenberry memory home, the gift shops throughout the park offer boysenberry t-shirts, robes, and soaps, as well as some tasty treats like boysenberry tea, boysenberry honey, boysenberry coffee, and boysenberry chocolate.
The Boysenberry Festival will continue through April 8th, so hurry and come get your boysenberry fix at Knott's Berry Farm. This is Alyssa Frater for the Report Program.
Notoriously considered an unwalkable city, a Cal State Fullerton professor is challenging those perceptions by providing walking tours of Los Angeles. Tamika Adams reports.
Several weekends a year, students from Cal State Fullerton and Cal State Long Beach have an opportunity to see a different side of Los Angeles. Starting at Union Station, Professor Brandy Jackson provides a free full-day excursion. Stops include Alvarez Street, LA Times headquarters, and various areas in downtown. The Disney Concert Hall is just one of many points of architectural significance. Students are able to explore a walkable LA like never before.
I wanted to learn about the history of LA. I moved out here from New York and I don't really know a lot of the history of Los Angeles. Wanted to find out the roots of things here.
Art and cultural touchstones are highlighted throughout the 5-hour tour.
A combination of, again, they were part of the legacy of the Cal State Fullerton American Studies Department. So they were tours that had been led prior by Dr. Steiner, and kind of a tradition in the department. And so wanting to build on that, wanting, as someone who is very into, exploring and street art and photography and just, the idea of exploring a place by foot, knowing so many of my students were really limited to their communities for whatever reason and just didn't get out and explore. And then just my own passion for LA history. I'm a LA history nerd. I have been quite literally since high school. And so the idea of just taking people out and getting them exploring a place and learning a little bit more of those unknown histories played a really big role in my interest in continuing this.
Unknown histories like the preservation of the America Tropical mural and its dedicated interpretive center. For more information in the next scheduled tour, visit living-histories.us. I'm Tamika Adams for the Report Program.
If you're interested in the historic LA tours or more local stories, visit the Report Program webpage.
Working out has caught the interest of many. Zumba has become a trend. But now, Bollywood dance has taken a space in the fitness world as well.
Now we're gonna find out what Bollywood is all about.
Getting in shape does not only mean going to the gym and lifting weights. There are other different kinds of ways in which you can get your workout done while also getting your groove on. Maida Ruiz is not only an instructor for Bollywood, she herself is a dancer and she enjoys what she does. Here she is to explain to us a little bit more about what Bollywood is all about.
Inspired with the Indian music. So it's Indian music, and then we also do some Western, so we get a mixture of the both. So it's that's why we call it the Bollywood workout. But maybe it took me a couple of months to kind of get it really, I think the cardio, because the cardio is really intense. So it took me a couple of months, and then from there I was really interested in teaching it as well, so helping other people.
I decided to join the dancers and try Bollywood. The dance moves aren't as easy as they seem, but through it all, I had fun.
I think it's because it was pretty easy to follow. They do a lot of cueing, so they do the step before the actual move, so it was really easy to follow. I think that's why I really liked it, because I actually felt like I was doing a really good job, and it was the instructor's way, and it makes it really easy for the participant to follow. I want them to just feel the love of working out and just being able to be yourself and just have fun and while having a good workout.
Next time you want to get your workout done, there are different kinds of ways in which you can, besides going to the gym or the usual Zumba. Bollywood is another option for you and maybe for your friends. See you next time. This is Brenda Gonzalez with the CSUF Student Report.
Well, there you have it. If you want to get your sweat on, try a Bollywood dance class.
Having a good hair day has been linked to improved self-esteem and happiness. However, is the hair to blame for this success, or is it all in their head? Reporter Ryan Matthey has more on this topic.
For those who have it, everyone can agree that bad hair days are not fun. According to one psychologist, these bad hair days can be explained through psychology as well as what's needed to achieve a good hair day. In a post on HuffPost, Dr. Vivian Diller explains the role hair plays in our self-esteem. She states that although we'd like to believe what is inside counts most, scientific evidence as well as common sense tells us that an appealing appearance, good health, and hygiene positively impact our lives, all criteria for a quote-unquote good hair day.
Now here's where the psychology comes in.
Hair frames the face, the feature considered most important in terms of first impressions. If the hair's not right, this directly affects one's self-esteem, which in turn contributes to how we communicate with other people. While there may be no set definition of a good hair day, many know one when they see one and share the same views as Dr. Diller on the subject.
I just feel more conscious and like, oh no, everybody's gonna see that it's like super dry on the ends and that it's getting everywhere and it's like sticking to a bunch of places because it's just so staticky. And you're just more self-conscious about it, and you're like, I guess you can feel it more, like on like a weight on your head.
I feel like I'm focusing so much on how my hair looks to everyone else that I'm not focusing on what I need to be focusing on. So it does affect my performance, I'd say, in whatever I'm doing in that day.
Dr. Diller concludes her article citing the benefits of a good hair day, but overall acknowledges that good and bad hair days don't exist. They're all in our head. And personally, as someone who cares a lot about his hair, I can contest to having altering moods depending on my hair that day. And just like Diller joked about in her article, the easiest way to have a good hair day every day is just by shaving it off. So, how about we put her theory to the test? This is one way to get a good hair day every day. For the report program, this has been Ryan Matthey. Back to you, anchors.
Well, that's all the time we have for the report today. Stay tuned for more news, views, and info. I'm your host, Courtney Bell.
And I'm Michael Patterson. Thanks for tuning in. Stay fresh, Fullerton. All right, so I have to know, what's your opinion on Lucky Charms?